Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This is the updated Nerfed Shawn Michaels Generation X. So this is all just going to be my opinion. I want to clarify that. Um, Absolutely my opinion. So I don't work for Scopely. I don't have to say they do good things when they don't. I'm allowed to give my opinion. And they missed the mark by a mile here, in my opinion. So what they did with Shawn, and I don't know their reasons why. Frankly, I don't care what their reasons are. Um, they said he was too powerful. So instead of nerfing the damage per X break base, instead of lowering the gem percentage or making less X breaks on the board, all things they could have done to put him in line with whatever they feel like is appropriate. What they did was they took the moment and they killed the X break gems. You remember initially I said what makes him go, and what makes the difference is this X breaks gem of 1500%, right? That's why he was good. So they killed that. The problem is other people in this moment use that, namely this Triple H. There are people that run the yellow subset that gets a bunch of X breaks on the board. And I've seen videos on Facebook of people hitting super hard with that. Well, guess what? You guys got screwed. You got completely effed over by Scopely, because their fix was to nerf the X-Break gem damage in the moment. So I'm calling Scopely out for this and saying that was a horrible, horrible choice. Also, they were told that by multiple moderators and content creators that was the worst way to fix him. Those comments were apparently ignored. So again, these are all just my opinions on how I feel about it. I feel like this is what happened, right? No one in particular cared about these characters. No one was clamoring for reworks on these characters. They decided to rework them and obviously didn't bother to test them in a game environment, because how could you not know about this? This is the first thing you look at this moment. And then they released them, and obviously too quickly, right? Because there was not due diligence done. This is just how it looks on the outside for me. Again, not fact, just what it looks like for me. And frankly, I really don't care. When you do this kind of stuff, you set up the community for things. Here's what happened. Videos were made, people saw the moment, people saw him work. Some people decided to subscribe to Shawn, right? And then some people decided to level Shawn up. Now, not only did they waste a month on a super crappy subscription, in my opinion, again, it's a horrible subscription. They killed a bunch of innocent people's character that have leveled this guy up, that were using DXHH with the X breaks. So that was the solution, was to kill this. And Scopely, you need to do better. I'm 100% calling you out for this. This was a horrible, horrible, horrible solution to your mess up in the first place. You guys screwed up big time, and then you doubled down on your screw up and screwed up again when you screwed over a bunch of players who have leveled DXHH and like using him. So good job. Props. I'm very, very, very happy with you. I'm actually not. So now that that's out of the way, let's replay him like I did before. Oh yeah, I think there was a mail sent out too. Let's see if we have that mail. I'd like to read that mail. Are you ready? Shawn Michaels and Triple H available exclusively, blah, blah, blah. In order to preserve more consistent game balancing, there was so if you wanted to preserve more consistent game balancing, how about you get it right to start with? And then how about you don't screw over a character that was fine in the Triple H that was not a part of the subscription, right? How about you do those things? After these updates, you will find superstars capable of doing upwards of 100 million damage at 6-star gold. So let's be honest. The damage available to them, like, was, if you were like playing in a fashion that was like remotely realistically playable and not trying to play super slow and slowing them down. He wasn't OP. He wasn't the best tech in the game. He was good. And if you go watch, which I'm going to leave up, my initial preview to him, I was kind of on the fence if it was worth renting a character to begin with, even if he was good, right? Um, and I believe, I didn't rewatch it because I'm annoyed. I believe I said I could see a case for a spender that was newer to the game, bridging the gap until they get better superstars, right? And I said, big accounts, he's not a game changer, and smaller accounts, you're not going to pay to have him, right? So it wasn't really worth it for the pass to begin with. Certainly wasn't affecting their game balance when you have characters, new characters coming out like Mommy and Punk that do tons and tons of damage, right? Two recent ones. I can hit for over 200 million with Sammy. You know, there was nothing imbalancing the game, so I'm going to call that out as bullcrap. Not to mention, we go all the way back to the KOs and the Regals. Regal can consistently hit for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions turn one. They continue like to throw his gears in prize walls and stuff, and add trainers that affect him, like Tamatonga, things like that, right? It wasn't affecting gameplay balance. That's a term, in my opinion, that they like to throw around when they screw up and then they fix it in a way that screws the community over on top of it, like this. So they like to bandy terms like that, in my opinion. Again, these are all my opinions. You can tell I'm a little bit annoyed with this. Anyway, let's see how he plays now. If he was only situationally worth it before, you can assume what my opinion is going to be after this. But let's play and see. This is what we ran initially, as you recall, and where we ran these two, we hit this move and we did whatever amount of damage we did. I think it was maybe like, I don't know what it is. Well, let's play this and we'll see. I'm annoyed. So I spent all day yesterday annoyed with their resolution, so it is what it is. Anyway, we're making 39 gems now, like we were before. And because of the nerf, this move is now hitting for 473k damage, which I believe is 1/5 about, at least a quarter of what it was before. So 39 times 473,000 is 18 million. I believe this was hitting upwards of, it was like 71 million before. So now you're going to hit for 18 million, and then the swipe was doing like 20 million. What did that, I don't know what did that hit for? Maybe a little bit more. Also, the move damage is skewing this, by the way, because that's where a lot of the damage you're seeing is coming from. As I said in the previous video, these are going to be 0 when you go 6-star or Fury 3 versus Fury 3. All of your move damage is going to be 0 or very next to 0. So anyway, let's take the swipe. So 18 million plus the move damage and the swipe. We did 6 million gem damage, so now it's 12 million gem damage. That was like 30 million gem damage and 60 at gold before. So yeah, that's not anything even kind of remotely special, right? At silver. Alright, so this is what we ran with better trainers for unblockable, and I decided to switch it to Santa, if you remember, to get a little bit more out of it, so we'll do that. Even though the graphic is wrong, we went DDP, and then we went Santa, and almost. So DDP and Santa is better than Kane and BPP. So let's check this one out. Of course, now we're making 43. So 650k times 43. 27 million. This isn't going to get much bigger at gold, so like 28 million, right? The move damage, like I said, doesn't count. That's completely inaccurate at a high level. And then 16 million gem, which would be 32. So that's about 60 million with the two swipe combo at gold, a little bit better, maybe 65 million. Now you are gonna have to put plates on and things like that. Before I said you shouldn't put like a green Royal Rumble. Now you would want to, but I'm not really interested in hyping this character, as it were. And then this one, or pumping it up and making it look better. So we're not gonna do that. And then finally we had this 2-click moveset, which I really liked for me and my playstyle, and I thought was pretty good, but I like the unblockable one more. Based on the way the game is going, I felt like that would make it more useful for people and let him do something special. Now, of course, the 2-click version here, which was doing, I don't know, a bunch of damage, won't do nearly that. Again, the move damage you're seeing doesn't count. 31 million gem, so 2-click gets to 60. 3-click obviously is might push close to their claims of 100 million, maybe, with like really, really good stuff. 100 million, guys, isn't even remotely special these days, right? So, I mean, is he fine? Yeah, if he released, if he was free, you know, if you could get him as like the A tier, I'd be like, yeah, he's awesome. For $20 a month rental that you don't keep, it's actually, in my opinion, horrible value, right? Doesn't do anything special. Shredder exists for free. Zero FOMO. You don't need this character at all. Absolutely, in my opinion, not worth spending to get this character. And more to the point of all of this, really, is shame on you, Scopely, for nerfing DX Triple H, who is an innocent bystander in this, with his move. You screwed up, and then you doubled down and you screwed up again. Why? I don't know. I really don't know why you did that, and you reworked characters that almost no one in the game has or cares about or uses. So yeah, thanks. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I am fine with saying Scopely does good things when they do good things, but I'm also gonna 100% call them out when they miss the mark by a mile. Is the character playable? Sure. Should you spend $20 a month? I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money, but in my opinion, the pass is completely not worth it. And like I said, I was on the fence with it, you know, maybe situationally, but for most rosters, it wasn't worth it before. Now he doesn't bring anything special to the table. He's just an okay character, right? He's a fine character. He's not good. The other one wasn't, in my opinion, OP. You have Technician Cena, who doesn't even need any MP and move damage out the wazoo. Like Rhea Ripley doing 200 million plus move damage, right? And that's even without the gear. So it's whatever. It is what it is. They do what they do. I don't know why they do it. Yeah, let me know what you guys think, and remember to like, subscribe, and share, because that really helps me out. And that, guys, thanks for watching. Good luck out there. Yep, that was fun.
That's a clickbait question and lazy reporting. Next.